The toilet's making a weird noise again. It's the flapper valve and this handle. The handle's all messed up. It sucks. Well, I'm practicing guitar in the bathroom again because it's fun. Why not, right? Okay, so I'm working on this song and I'm doing this kind of a faster part. You know, when you get pumped up and you're recording, you're doing this faster thing. Man, your fingers can get all jumbled and then everything's screwed up. So you have to play it slow, right? You have to go slow and even. So here's what I'm doing. We got some octaves here. So I'm working up a Phrygian pattern. What's a Phrygian pattern? What's he talking about? I'll show you. Here's a Phrygian pattern basis. Okay, so I was just up 3 strings. What I'm doing is I'm playing little variations of that pattern, but I'm playing it up an octave. Here's an octave. Here's the first note, right? Octave up. So I'm working those 3 octaves, but I'm doing this legato thing, right? Hammer-ons and pull-offs. And I'm playing, see my pink pick? That's pretty sexy, right? That shows I'm in full, complete control of my manhood. I'm not afraid of the color pink. Notice how I hold it like that when I'm doing fancy stuff with my guitar playing. Check it out, that's a technique, you like that? Okay, so here I'm working that Phrygian pattern, right? Okay, you see how I totally botched those notes up in here? You start hearing, you know, I'm accidentally muting strings, so I'm working that kind of pattern going up through those octaves. And see this song that I'm working on. See, there I am, there's the camera. All right, right on. The song that I'm working on, you can stare at me in the mirror. How about that? Oh, that's hot right there, you like that? See how I have a hand washing routine right here? That's because I forget. And see all this, uh-oh, the AC kicked on. Who cares? See all this splatter on the mirror? Can you see that? That's from irresponsible toothbrushing. Don't do that. That's gross. Okay. My wife, I had her listen to the song and she said, I like it, but the second verse isn't really doing anything for me. I didn't tell her that I had already come to that conclusion myself. And I knew what I had to do. I had to completely delete the second verse, smoke everything, smoke the digital instruments, the synthesizer stuff, the drums, and blow out, just clear it out. Redo it, redo the melody, and that's where that fast part came in, because that was originally supposed to be in the 3rd verse. But since the 2nd verse is gone, it's now the 2nd verse. The 3rd verse is now the 2nd verse. Imagine the old days, right? Before DAWs, before the computers and people doing their stuff. What people had to do, you'd have to call the drummer back, call the bass player back. You know how much that would cost? The studio's running maybe $100 an hour. Oh man, that's why when the artists get their record labels right, all the income that they make from their album, the first thing it does, it's a loan. It goes back to pay the studio, all the recording costs. Not today, nope, you can do it at home on your laptop. So as part of my warm-up process, I try to first fix the toilet flapper valve, right? Will it stop? Look in the tank. It's not stopping. Screw it. Well, maybe we should do what they do in India, right? You just go out in the street. You just go out in the street and squat down and let it rip. I don't know if that's a good idea. You might get arrested. So my warm-up process, right? I got to go through this Phrygian pattern. I go through all the different modes, all the way up and down the neck, in addition to doing basic dexterity exercises. Work on doing things slowly and get your toilet fixed and wash your hands properly. Try not to slobber all over the mirror when you brush your teeth. And clean your butt before you go in the pool. That's gross.